raise your hand if you've ever hit the ball in the water. Pros table, hands up. Thank you. Yes, they want to see that you've done it too. My hand's up also. Okay, so we all know that everybody has at least one time hit the ball in the water, at least once. So you know how to do that. I really don't have to teach you how to hit the ball in the water. The interesting thing about the water is that it's something that becomes a focal point when you let it become a focal point. And there's something called the law of attraction that states that like attracts like, and it's a thought law that says the more you think about something, the more you think about something. And the more you think about that, the more that you're bringing it to you. Here's a sentence I want to read to you. And it's 10 words, and I want you to picture the words that I'm about to say. Okay? Just picture the words that come out. I hope I don't hit the ball in the water. What'd you see? 4 words. I, hit, ball, water. Oh, you know how to hit the ball in the water. Just say, I hope I don't hit the ball in the water. See, I don't have to teach you that shot. Yeah, we think in images. We think in pictures. So the idea of, I don't want to hit the ball in the water, is really, I'm seeing the ball splash in the water. I don't want to, but I don't know how not to, because all I'm saying to myself is water. There's a huge green over the water. Did you know that? There is. You have to look a little closely sometimes, but it's there. If you've ever watched the PGA Tour's TPC Sawgrass, anybody ever watched that tournament? It's one of my favorites to watch. I just want to watch them play 17. 17 is the famous island green at TPC Sawgrass. It's a 135-yard shot. It's about a 9-9 for most pros. Not very far at all. And since 2003, 13% of pros' tee shots landed in the water. Doesn't sound very high, but that's very high. Every year, they fish out 120,000 balls out of that water. That's an average of 3 balls per person. Isn't that interesting? Now take that same hole, 135 yards, and put a fairway there. Visually very different, isn't it? And that's all it is. It's just a visual experience that we add the pressure to ourselves that says, uh-oh, I hope I don't. So I'm going to read something that I think some of you may actually be witness to. I don't know. Classic limiting belief on the golf course sounds like this. I always hit the ball in the water here. I better take out my water ball and use that one instead. You've just reinforced a belief about golf that doesn't support you. You've just given yourself permission to hit the ball in the water. So I make a habit of taking my mom's water balls out of her golf bag before we start playing. She no longer has an excuse to hit a second-rate ball into the water, and guess what? She hits the ball onto the green more often. I actually had a lesson with somebody about a year or so ago, and she was telling me about how she plays with her husband. It's only a 100-yard shot over water, not far from this club. And she says whenever she is playing with her husband, he says, honey, don't you want to take out a different ball? And she said, it always upsets me. What am I supposed to do? I said, next time go into his bag and take his Pro V1 and tee it up. See how he likes that. We laughed. So if you take 2 holes and you have one water and one not water, it really becomes perception, doesn't it? It's really a perception of what you're seeing the ball do. You have a choice to see the ball land on the green right next to the hole or make a beautiful splash in the water. It's a choice what you want to see before it happens, and that's what you need to become, is more visual in what you want and less of what you don't want.